Welcome back to Crypto Tutorial. On this video, I would like to discuss Cardano, how it's currently performing, and what we could expect during the upcoming day. But before doing so, I would highly appreciate if you could follow me on Twitter at Crypto. Below in the description, underneath social media, you will be able to find the link towards my Twitter, and there you will be kept up to date about all development on this channel. And as well, I will be posting several patterns that you could see in the charts, so do not forget to do so to stay up to date about all market development. So this being said, I would like to head right away towards Cardano, and what you can clearly see is that I've already drawn this pattern on the 4-hourly time frame. Why I think it's very important is because it's a falling wedge pattern, and what I think is absolutely more important is that we have already seen 1, 2, 3 touch points down below this descending resistance. We have seen as well multiple touch points on top of this descending support, and therefore it's a confirmed pattern. What I think is even more important is that if we do see a major move towards the upside starting, once we see a breakout occur above this descending resistance, it is very likely that we are going to head all the way towards the $1.73. So that is for sure something that you would like to keep in mind, that the $1.72 is our price target once we break out above this pattern. What else is absolutely clearly important right now? Well, what I think is absolutely important to know is where we are going to see a major level of resistance. Therefore, I'm placing a fixed range volume profile, and what you can see is that our heaviest level of resistance and support will actually be at $1.31. So therefore, if we are going to see right now further continuation, once we see a breakout occur above the descending resistance and head all the way towards the $1.31, we could see a minor rejection taking place, especially because we are seeing their major volume being traded. So that is something you would like to keep in mind as a major level of resistance above us. Well, this being said, I would like to enable right away the EMA ribbon. On the 4-hourly time frame, what you can clearly see is that the EMA ribbon is right now perfectly aligned with this descending resistance. Therefore, we are right now underneath this double level of resistance, and it could be perhaps the case that we are not going to see a further continuation, and we are going to get rejected, heading once more towards a retest on top of this descending support, and perhaps breaking down afterwards, or finding support on top of it and seeing once more a move towards the upside, eventually breaking out above this descending resistance. So the EMA ribbon right now is of course something you would like to take into consideration. On the 1-hourly time frame, the EMA ribbon is right now being retested. What I think is important here is that we are breaking out above it. We are clearly finding support on top of it, so perhaps we are right now going to see that breakout occur. Therefore, I would like to enable right away a few other indicators to show us if this is a possibility. Starting with the MACD. On the MACD, what you can clearly see is that we already experienced major momentum towards the upside for quite a long time already. Therefore, if we are right now going to see further decline in price action, it is absolutely likely that we're going to head towards a crossover. And I think this is actually very likely to occur due to the fact that we experienced already quite a long momentum towards the upside. So right now, I currently think this will be once more a retest underneath this descending resistance, and eventually see a support being found on top of this descending support afterwards. But of course, I would like to take a look as well at the 4-hourly time frame. On the 4-hourly time frame, we did already experience momentum towards the upside. We did see a crossover occur several hours ago, and what I think is absolutely important, we haven't experienced major momentum towards the upside. So therefore, right now on the 4-hourly time frame, I am actually doubtful what we are going to see. If we are going to see a minor decline on the 1-hourly time frame, creating a crossover and eventually more momentum towards the upsides once we see a crossover once more, or are we going to see further continuation of momentum towards the upside on the 4-hourly time frame, meaning that we won't see any crossover occur on the 1-hourly time frame MACD. That is absolutely important right now, and what I think is good to know is that I personally think that further continuation is as well very likely due to the fact that we haven't seen that much momentum towards the upside yet. Lastly, during this video, I would like to discuss the RSI. On the RSI, what you can clearly see is that we are not seeing any type of bearish nor bullish divergences, but what is good to know is that either if we go towards the upside and see a further increase in price action, or if we see a further decline in price action, we still have in both scenarios lots of space on the RSI, and this is actually showing us that both scenarios will be actually very important, because if we're going to see further increase breaking out above this descending resistance, it is very likely that we're going to see a major move towards the upside getting started, especially because we still have plenty of space on the RSI. But also, if we are going to see a further decline getting rejected underneath this descending resistance, it is likely that we are going to head towards the descending support. Why? Because we are still having plenty of space as well down below us on the RSI. Lastly, during this video, I would like to discuss the RSI on the 1 hourly time frame, but before doing so, I would highly appreciate if you could give me a big thumbs up down below. And as well, if you are right now willing to purchase Cardano, do not forget that right now I personally think it is a perfect opportunity to purchase Cardano. If you take a look at previous data, you can clearly see that we haven't been for quite a long time this low on Cardano, and therefore I personally think it is actually very likely that we are going to see major returns if you purchase right now this cryptocurrency. And if you do not have a platform to do so, do not forget that down below in the description you will be able to earn up to $4,100 deposit bonus if you use the link towards Bybit. This is only for first time depositors, so do not forget. So thank you very much, and let's take a quick look lastly at the 1 hourly RSI on the chart. Well, what are we seeing on the 1 hourly RSI? Nothing out of the ordinary. We are seeing these higher highs on the RSI. We are seeing as well these higher highs on the chart, so therefore I'm actually not very concerned about this development. What I think is important is that if we're going to see right now further decline, that is absolutely likely due to the fact that we have still plenty of space on the RSI towards the downside. And as well, if we're going to see further increase, that is also a possibility due to the fact that the RSI is right now trading at approximately the 50 range on the RSI. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the content, and as well, have a nice day. Bye bye.